How did this end up in a theater? Like, bro, like, okay. How did this end up in a movie theater? Other than the cat. Like, how, and why is... Ugh. I can't even do the thing. Yeah. Hey everybody, it's me, Grant, the movie and TV guy. Welcome to Race on Popcorn with Grant. It's the Angry Grant Show, everybody. Son of a bitch! Wow. You guys really didn't give a shit, did you? Here's the thing. I want to be clear about something. There's a very good chance that the thumbnail that Jared made for this particular video is from a completely different Nicolas Cage movie. I am not going to correct it. All 4 of the reviews on Rotten Tomatoes are positive. Are you guys high? Really? This movie is so bad that I'm not even going to have him change it. I'm not even going to bring it to his attention. I don't blame him for that mistake because... Okay, The Retirement Plan is directed by Tim J. Brown, which is clearly a fake director that is an AI program. What is this film about? It's The Baker! Alright, no, I'm really not joking. It's The Baker. It's the same production company, half of the same cast, a majority of the same sets, it would appear, the same kind of plot, and the same problems. It's The Baker. All right. Okay. It is slightly better than The Baker. I will say because of 2 reasons. One, Nicolas Cage and Jackie Earle Haley are giving 150% to this movie that is way beneath their talents and are going crazy with it. And then secondly, the movie is so bad, so disjointed, that it has a weird, offbeat, unintentional humor to it. Like, there's things that happen in this movie that are just never explained and are just there. Let's get into it. And this is a spoiler review, by the way. So the Retirement Plan is... It's the same plot. Okay. So, this time it's Ashley Greene and some guy. Ashley Greene, who spends the entire movie looking like she's on the verge of a sobbing meltdown. Maybe she wrote the script. She and her husband, she has a young daughter, who's real lovable and precocious. The kid's actually not a bad actor. But the 2 of them are in trouble with some very bad people, particularly Jackie Earle Haley, who is chewing the scenery. And she's in possession of a hard drive that they want that nobody knows what it does or why all this corruption is being... All these double crosses are happening over it. And so, in order to protect her, she sends her daughter to the only other family she knows, her dad, played by Nicolas Cage, who worked in a mysterious line of work, but is retired to the Cayman Islands. Oh, wait, this was shot in the Cayman Islands with Canadian tax shelter money? Get out! It's just like The Baker, everybody. You're kidding. Yeah, so in the Caymans. Yeah, no shit. In the Caymans, we have crazy-ass Nicolas Cage. He's retired. He's clearly some secret badass. Also in the mix is Ernie Hudson as an old man-of-action buddy of Nicolas Cage's. And Ron Perlman again as one of the henchmen of the bad guy named Bobo. And then also Joel David Moore from The Baker. The douche canoe from the freaking Hottie and the Naughty and Avatar is back again. This is a terrible movie. Fuck the plot. This is a terrible movie. But it's just barely. Like, it is right in that 0 line for the whole movie. But there's so much... I wasn't mad watching this, first off, because I knew what to expect because of when I saw the production company before Falling Forward Films. I knew what this was going to be, and sure enough, it was exactly what it was. There's this every location in this is one of two modes. It's like the Baker. The hotel set looks just like the hotel set from the Baker. I'm pretty sure it is that, including all the way down to the Cheetos that are bags of Cheetos that are laid out on the counter, which was in the Baker. The hallways look identical. All of the rooms, bedrooms, meeting places, sort of buildings on docks where people meet, all look like they're the same. Freaking like bare white room that they just slightly painted a new background for really fast. Looks terrible. The editing is terrible. It's slowed down unnecessarily. The special, when people are shot and killed, it looks like the blood is painted on. And then also characters. There's a character in this movie. All this was shot in the Cavings clearly. There's a character in this movie who's like an intelligence agent, an intelligence officer, who she and Joel David Moore are in cahoots. And essentially, it's supposed to be in like Washington, D.C. It is so obvious that they put her in some building, and then the skyline of Washington, D.C. is clearly a green screen. Like, they very clearly put her... It's not even a very good one. It looks like some Birdemic shit. The movie is terribly put together. It is slapped together to con people with this cast of, I guess, people who are affordable, which is a bummer because they're all talented people to some extent. Who, especially like Jackie Earle Haley and like Ron Perlman. I really don't want this to be your career. And Nicolas Cage, I've kind of made peace with the fact that he just is in a lot of shit, and sometimes he'll hit a bullseye. There will be a pig or a Renfield in there, but more often than not, it's this kind of shit. But like everybody else, I love Jackie Earle Haley. I love Ron Perlman. I don't want them to be relegated to playing heavies in these stupid movies. It's terrible. But there's just this inexplicable stuff that just appears in this movie. There's one point where Jackie Earle Haley is headed on a flight, and they keep cutting back to this airport as like, business or pleasure, and everyone's like, pleasure, except for Jackie Earle Haley, who says, business. They're on a plane. Not like that. They're on a plane, and there's one moment where, inexplicably, on his flight, the majority of the other passengers are dressed as pirates. The closest explanation we get is someone says, "So, are you going to the Blackbeard convention?" I'm like, what the fuck? And it's just like there's no reason for it. There's a whole weird subplot involving Ron Perlman where it's literally just the Baker again, where he kidnaps the granddaughter, and they're in a hotel room just discussing the plot of Othello because the girl's doing it for like a school project or like book report. This is insane. And Ron Perlman is like, seems to be warming up to the kid and not wanting to hurt her, but then she kicks him in the nads, and then all of a sudden he's a monstrous psychopath. There's a moment where they're about to leave, he's still the baddest of the bad guy. And then she says to Ron Perlman, "Why are you like this?" And he's just like, I don't know. It's like, what? Her father character, who's like the guy who got them into this mess, he shows up at the beginning, the opening scene of the movie with really bad opening titles that look like you could do it on a MacBook. Not even a very good, like a very new age MacBook. Like, this is like right down, just slightly worse than Comic Sans. I'm not even kidding you. It looks like something you would like write on when you're like making a video of like a football game for like a high school or something. It's terrible. It's mid-tense racing away with guy bleeding in the back seat. The husband character, the Ashley Greene's husband character, the son-in-law, he shows up. He's beaten bloody by Jackie Earle Haley, but is still alive. We never see him again. He's never once the plot gets going, we never see that guy again. He's never mentioned again. Is he alive somewhere? Did he die? Did Jackie Earle Haley kill him? We don't know, because the movie is too stupid to even tell us what happens to a seemingly important character. What? Oh, it's so bad. But at the same time, I was kind of giggling on a lot of it because I'm just like, I can't believe they allowed this to be released. This is insane. This is so bad. Stuff just, yeah, like, this isn't even the half of it. Everybody's corrupt in this movie to a certain extent, kind of. Like, they keep, okay, so the climax of this movie is this big gunfight, poorly edited gunfight in the palace of this woman who's like this badass like drug lord woman whose name is Hector. They never explain that. They're not even in a bullshit way of like, oh, it's her dad wanted a boy, or oh, like it's just Hector is her male alias to throw off people so that she can get ahead. No, it's just her name's Hector. It's almost like in the script they wrote it for a guy, and then when the guy they wanted didn't show up, but this actress did, they were just like, okay, fine. Hector's a woman now. Are we gonna change the name? It's like, nah, it's fine. So there's this big fight going on. Jackie Earle Haley shoots Hector, is immediately shot by Joel David Moore, who is clearly a weasel, and then all of a sudden, CIA lady shoots Joel David Moore, and she's there with the guy who I swear to God he must be some kind of sports. I recognize the guy's face. He's like a sportscaster of some kind, who's like a politician in this. And so it's the two of them, and it's like, oh, hand over the hard drive. Which again, they never tell you what's on this hard drive. We just know that it's something really important. They give it to is like, give me the real hard drive. And there seems to be this implication that this government, like this politician, and this CIA sort of chief are also corrupt and also have like sinister intentions with this hard drive. And there's one moment where Nicolas Cage sort of questions their loyalties, and they're just like, "Don't bother, just take this boat right here, go back to the islands, be with your family." And Nicolas Cage is like, "Oh. Okay, roll credits." It's like, what? Wait a second. Wait. You can't do that movie. Oh my god. Wow, what a stupid movie. Like, what a terrible movie. You can call it a day there. It was so bad. But so bad, I kind of had a good time. 1 star. I slightly above the Baker. I think even the Baker, the middle finger kind of. I can't go that far because I did have a good time, but just admiring the sheer audacity of the badness of this movie. It was fun bad, whereas that one was just like aggravating and irritating. This wasn't bad. It was bad. I hated it. I really, yeah, it was bad. 1 star for the retirement plan. What do y'all? Just for shits and giggles, let's read some of the positive reviews. Alan Ing of Film Threat said, "It's a bit of a departure from what we expect from Nick Cage, but fun nonetheless." How is this a departure? Richard Krause says he gives it 6.5 out of 10 from our buddy Alan here. Richard gives it 3 out of 5 and says, Cage, I think he's trying to say Lutz, but he accidentally spelled LWTS. His freak flag fly, and it shows. In a movie that doesn't take itself too seriously, and neither should you. Well, but it's not a comedy, though. I mean, occasionally, but like, it's straightforward. It's trying to be a serious action movie. I'm sorry, I don't buy that. Liz Braun of Original Sin, CIN, gives it a B and says, writer-director Tim Brown, this movie had a writer, captures a heady mix of action, bloodshed, and comedy here, hitting all the high notes of a crime thriller, even as he appears to be spoofing the genre. And who better do that with than Cage, the meta master himself? I don't think it's a spoof, though. I don't think it's trying to be a goof. I think it's just trying to be a serious action movie. And then finally, I've seen this guy's face before. He's the guy who gives positive reviews like all the Pureflix movies. Avi Offer of NYC Movie Guru says, no score or rating of any kind, but says, funny, exhilarating, crowd-pleasing action comedy. Nicolas Cage is in top form. Y'all must be high. I'm sorry, I'm just gonna be real about it. There is no way you guys are you guys are being. This is satire. It has to be. You cannot, for honest to God, like this, say those. There's nothing about what you said that's in this movie at all. Like, okay, like the movie, fine, but be honest. What you're saying is not here in this movie in any way. Terrible. Wow. Wow, guys. They say I'm easy on movies. Holy shit. Anyway, 1 star for The Retirement Plan. Let's go to the book on it. Trailer trash. Talk some trailer trash. The Color Purple, talked about it, looks good. Marsh King's Daughter, talked about it, looks good. The Exorcist Believer, talked about it, looks good. Expendables. Yes, I'm calling it Expendables. Shouldn't have titled it that if you didn't want me to say it. Talked about it, looks alright, I guess. The Creator, talked about it, looks good. Was there shawarma? No, there was not. Alright, that is it. We will be back tomorrow for The Inventor and Camp Hideout. That'll all be next time. And until next time, I'm Grant, the movie and TV guy. I see it all, and I'm happy to share it with you. I love you all. I appreciate you all. The has Smith, WC1000. Be kind to one another. Like, subscribe, follow, do all the things. Take care of your mental health. It's incredibly important. And I want to know down below, what did you think of The Retirement Plan? Did you like the movie? Did you hate the movie? Do you think my opinion is good? Think I'm full of shit? Comment below. Let me know. And until we meet again, we were all raised on popcorn. Make my life extra better. Catch you guys next time. Take care, everyone. Bye.